once again to Klavertje Vier Kitchen. Here with Chef Viviane with a new episode of again shrimp. So now I'm showing how to bread the shrimp croquette step by step so that you can see how we do it here in our kitchen. So simple, and using just the simple basic method from using all-purpose flour, putting it in the egg wash or the egg mixture, and then covering it with the breadcrumbs. So but first of all, I've already unraveled or removed the plastic fully from the croquette. Like I said yesterday, if you watch the live video, I shaped it this way to be able to form the croquette to the shape that I would like it to be. So this croquette is normally an oval shape. So I'm just going to slice it. I use my hand to shape it a bit, and I get that shape that I want to have. So to unravel or to remove the plastic foley from the mixture, or from the croquette mixture, I just slice. I remove the two sides of the plastic, then I remove the plastic this way. Just make sure that you remove all the plastic, that there is no plastic that is left behind, because it is not nice when people have that in their mouth. So that is what you should make sure that it doesn't happen. So I'm also going to spread my knife with a little bit of flour. All-purpose flour I'm using here is nothing special, so that the croquette does not stick to the knife. So you can also always do that a little bit more when you are doing the slicing. So now I have sliced it, so I'll remove a little bit of the flour. So I place it just on this mat. I'm using here a plastic mat, a hard plastic mat, on top of my slicing plank. I'm doing that also to prevent the smell to go into my plank. So that is why I'm doing that. That is just the purpose of doing that. And plastic is also less thicker than the slicing or the slicing plank. So here is one. You see, as I said, it's an oval shape. So it's an oval shape that I'm shaping. So I'm just using the palm of my hand to make the shape, to form the shape.
You want to say what you're doing?
I am making shrimps croquettes. Shrimps croquettes is a Belgian specialty. Here in Belgium, we make it here a lot, and people eat it here a lot. We call it here ganal croquette. Ganal croquette means shrimps croquette. I know that there is a lot of shrimps croquette in other countries, but they don't eat it this way. Here in Belgium, we eat it in this form. We call it croquette. But you can make croquette of any other ingredients. You can make croquette of chicken, you can make croquette of vegetable, and you can also make a croquette of other, even fish, salmon, or whatever. But here is, I'm making a croquette of shrimp. So we call it shrimp croquette, or in our Belgian Dutch we call it ganal croquette. So this is one of the speciality here in Belgium. So I'm slicing it just using the knife. Then I'm shaping it with my palm. So the palm help to shape it. Is just in an oval shape. It should not be perfect, but I'm just giving it that kind of oval look shape. Hello everyone, my name is Chef Viviane from Klavertje Vier Kitchen. My aim here is to show you what we do here from our little kitchen in Belgium. And we are a small restaurant making meals from 12 to maximum 16 people place. We have here 16 seats. So our aim here is to create delicious meal that is made from scratch using simple ingredients that we can find around us. Yes, sometimes we go a little bit luxury cooking according to demand, using some more expensive ingredient, but our main aim here is to show how we can transform basic and everyday ingredients into fine dining restaurant quality meals. So if that is your cup of tea, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you can see more video coming from our channel. So I'm going to slice it. So I just keep slicing it. Why? Because it is easy to do it this way than to make it in a very big size, like in a square shape. When you use a square shape, it is very difficult to shape it this way very easily. So but why I am also doing it this way, I'm doing it very slow now because I want you to see how I'm shaping it. So that is why I'm slow doing it. But if I'm doing this without a camera or a video, I am going like 5 times, faster than this. So I use my 2 hands. You can use your 2 hands also to shape it and form it the way that you want to form it. So this is an oval shape I am shaping. So I also spread a little bit of flour on the knife. This prevents the mixture from sticking to the knife, and it keeps your knife clean, and you can continue to work with the same knife for a long time. So you can also use your 2 hands together, which I sometimes do. So there are different ways. You can also use two together. If you know how to use your hands very well, you can use like these two together to go faster if you want it. So it depends on what you can and what you can do with your hands. So you keep also always touching the flour so that this prevents your hands from sticking to the mixture. Okay, if you remember, for anyone who saw yesterday the live video how I made the croquette itself, if you remember, I was speaking about the forming of the croquette, the role that gelatin plays in the croquette. So I added some fish gelatin to it. It's due to the gelatin that we can shape the croquette this way without having all those stickiness in our hand. It looks as if it is firm, but when you bake it later, it will be flowing. Why? Because of the help of the gelatin in the filling of the croquette. So yesterday I spoke about the gelatin, the use of gelatin, and the work, what it does to the filling when you want to make a perfect croquette. So you can go back and check that live video from yesterday if you are interested to make the filling, this filling, because it is just a follow-up video from where we stopped yesterday. So we make the croquette a day in advance, so it's just easy to shape the croquette the next day because we don't want to force it, and also the flavor, the shrimps release its flavor into the mixture. When you allow it to rest a day, it's like ice cream. before you know, making the ice cream itself. So that is just the same principle we are using here for the croquette. So we are now busy with our mise en place, we call it. So before service, hello everyone, let us know where you are watching us from. We are showing here live from our kitchen, our little kitchen, Klavertje Vier, located in West Flanders, from a small village, a small town called Cuisine, not far from Kortrijk, from the province of West Flanders, from our little country of Belgium. Let us know where you are watching us from. You know, ask any question if you have one, and I'll be very glad to answer each and every one of you. Tell us your name and where you are watching us from. So sometimes, you know, we don't really measure the amount, or the we don't really measure or weigh it, but we do it almost the same size, maybe 5 minus 5 or minus 10 maximum gram per the croquette. So it doesn't really matter, so we don't weigh it, but they are, if you can look at it, they are almost the same size. So you can see it, you can see that the sizes, it look almost the same size. We also have other videos on our channel. If you are interested in fine dining and modern gastronomy, our aim here is to transform basic recipe that is a French Belgium classic into fine dining, or let us put it this way, giving French Belgium classic a modern twist. So if you are interested and this is your cup of tea, make sure you check out our channel for other interesting recipes. We have a lot to share with you there. So like all those half, I brought all of them together, you see, and I formed the ovary shape that I want. So we love croquettes. It's one of our signature dish here. So that is why I am so amazed to share it more with you guys. For those of you who don't know about this French and Belgian classic, we want you the whole to share this with the whole world to see what delicious meal. I am sure if you ever try Belgian croquette, you will always want to have the second, because it's one of the most delicious thing that I have ever, you know, seen out there. It is crunchy from outside and then very smooth and, you know, flowing from inside. So it's a very, very delicious classic here in Belgium. So if you ever arrive or visit Belgium, don't miss it. Don't miss our croquette, because it is really, really yummy. So I will just keep shaping it until everything is complete. So when you feel that it's a little bit too big, I reduce the size so I can keep everything about the same shape. Welcome everyone. My name is Chef Viviane from Klavertje Vier Kitchen. My aim here is to share with you my love, passion, and knowledge about French Belgian cuisine, and to show you how you can turn simple ingredients into a high quality fine dining meal in the comfort of your own home. So if this is your cup of tea, just keep watching or check out our channel for other inspiring recipes.
Kitty say hi to you.
Hi, Katie. Welcome to Klavertje Vier Kitchen. My name is Chef Viviane. Where are you watching us from? And happy weekend to you. And let us know in the comments where you are watching us from. Thank you for joining us. So today I am showing how to bread croquette. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Yes, we can go on. There's no problem. We can go on. Go on, dear. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Klavertje Vier Kitchen here with Chef Viviane. I'm showing today how to bread the ganal croquette, or we call it shrimps croquette in English. How to make it. This is one of our French classic here. We are giving it a modern twist in Klavertje Vier. People come from everywhere to taste this delicious meal. We are so proud of it, and we can't wait to show you this recipe 1,000 times, because we have made it so much here in our restaurant, and this is one of our signature dish here. So we just keep showing you more and more until people come to appreciate how delicious this French and Belgian classic is. So stay tuned or check out the full recipe on our channel. We have made it several times, so we show the live video here again. It's so delicious. So I'm shaping it. This is an oval shape. So it's so easy. You have to use, the flour to prevent it from sticking. So I can go faster than this, but I'm just going slow because I want to show it step by step. I don't want to rush things out that you don't see how it is. So I'm shaping it using my hands. You can also use your two hands together. It doesn't really matter what you do, but the main aim is to give it a shape. So, but now you can shape it any form you want. Now I am also shaping it in a round, or let me call it ball. So shrimps ball, we call this. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Klavertje Vier Kitchen. My name is Chef Viviane. I am a chef since 17 or almost 18 years. I cook French Belgium classic with a modern twist. If this is your cup of tea, join us in our team. Join our community, so that it's of like-minded people who love French classic and Belgian cuisine, and also fine dining in general. So we want to share our love here, our passion, and our knowledge about this cuisine with the world. That is our aim here, our main aim here. You can also check out our channel for a lot of other amazing recipes that we have there to share with you. So I'm shaping them in a ball. We call it shrimps ball. How amazing is this to receive this as an appetizer for a starter meal, starter dinner evening. So delicious. Everyone loves it. Happy weekend. Leave your comments if you have one. Ask your question if you have one. Let us know where you are watching us from. Share also meals from your city. If you have one special meal that you are proud of, that you want to share with the world, let us know. We are so proud of our shrimp croquette. That is why we are sharing it with the whole world. So share with us what you one important one meal from your city or from your country that you want us to share with the world. Let us know in the comments below. We'll be so glad to share this. So we call this mise en place. Mise en place is preparation before service. So we make things clear, ready, and just we say preparing before service. Mise en place. If you are French speaking, you know what it means. So I can also go faster. I can also go faster if I want, but I choose to take it slowly so that everyone can see what I'm doing. So it looks a little bit messy, but I mean this is very beautiful. When you present it, you can see there on the thumbnail how I present the croquette to our guests. It is eye-catching and it's also delicious. Not only eye-catching, but really delicious. So my knife is beginning to get messy, but I will use some flour to coat it so that I will keep cutting the croquette without any problem. Welcome everyone once again to Klavertje Vier Kitchen here with Chef Viviane. Thank you for joining and share this video with your friends and family or to whom it may be useful. Our aim is to share our French Belgian cuisine with you guys. French classic with a modern twist. So if this is your cup of tea, stay by and see how we create here our shrimp croquette, one of our signature dish, step by step. Or you can also go to our channel where you can also find this recipe and try to create it if you are interested. And if you don't like shrimp croquette, you can also check out other recipes that we have there on our channel. So we are basically transforming, or let us say giving a modern twist to a classic dish. Let us know which kind of food you like. What do you like? Let us know in the comments so that we can also, try to make some of those meals. If you are one of this community, we always try our best to give a twist to other people's recommendation. So here I'm making the balls. So let me call it the shrimp balls. So I have already created here or form it here to an oval shape there. So now I'm just using the rest of it to make an appetizer. So it will be a very good appetizer for a feast, for a birthday feast, an evening, or a dinner gathering. You can make this in thousands. And the best about this, you can just make it in advance. You put it in the frying kettle, and in 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, you have one of the most delicious appetizer that you can bring to the table. So I don't know why anyone should not make this. It's so easy and so delicious to make. So there's just a work of preparation, and if you have the preparation well done, you can make a lot of this in one time or in one go, and you can serve this to hundreds of people. If you want to serve to a lot of people at the same time, this is one of the dish that you can give, or one of the appetizer that you can serve to hundreds of people in a go. Welcome everyone. Happy Friday, happy weekend. We are starting the weekend with another go, and today we are showing again our shrimp croquette. This is one of our signature dish here in Klavertje Vier. We are so proud to show this to the world, to showcase our French Belgian cuisine with you guys. Wherever you are watching us from, we are very, very proud to show you this recipe and to show you this, our signature dish. So yes, our aim here is to show you how to transform simple ingredients into a restaurant quality meal in the comfort of your own home using anything that you can find around you. Yes, we sometimes make expensive ingredients, but for only on demand. But the main aim here is to show you how you can transform just an egg to something really, really special to a table or to your diners. So that is the aim here. Bringing luxury on the plate using simple ingredients. That is a simple word that I can use for our method of cooking. So you can also, just rub your hands together. I have here my gloves, and you can just remove the excess, the excess flour from your gloves without any problem. Then you touch again your hands to the dry, flour, and here again, make sure to cover your knife so to prevent it from sticking. It's just that simple. It's raining here in Belgium. I don't know where you are watching us from. How is the weather in your country? Let us know below in the comments. So we call this shaping the croquette. So this is shaping the croquette, giving it its shape. So I'm making this for appetizers. The small ones are for appetizers. Of course, you can eat 100 appetizers and you'll get full. So you can also use appetizer for a whole meal if you want. So it depends on how much quantity that you eat. So hello everyone. Yes, I'm still forming the balls. You can see it. I'm a little bit away from the balls, but yes, we just keep forming it and bringing it to that corner where our little tray is standing, so you can see it later when I finish here. So thank God it's Friday. We are here again for another preparation, cooking our delicious signature dish here, shrimp croquettes. We have here a recipe that was transferred from generation to generation for us, and we are so proud that we have refined this recipe to the best, and we cannot touch it anymore. We just leave it the way it is. Some classic recipes, they are just what they are, and you cannot change anything more. So this is the best that we could, ever ever make from this recipe. So we love croquettes, we love shrimps, we love everything about croquette. That's one of our specialty here, and we can make very good ones.
Mohammed, say hi to you.
Hi, Mohammed. Welcome. Thank you for joining Klavertje Vier Kitchen. We are making shrimps croquettes. Thank you. My name is Chef Viviane from Klavertje Vier Kitchen, and let us know where you're joining us from. Here we are making shrimps croquettes. It's made from shrimps and with a filling. So let us know in the comments where you are watching us from. So we are doing now the shaping of the croquette. So you're making the balls out of it. So just as simple as that, shaping it to whatever shape that you want. So the shape now is just in this no, a kind of a ball shape here. Let me call it that way.
Mohammed, say think. Think, is it thinking?
Thank you. Thanks.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, thank you also, Mohammed. Where are you watching us from? Welcome to Klavertje Vier Kitchen. My name is Chef Viviane. I'm living in our little city here of Cuisine in the province of West Flanders. Where are you guys watching us from? Let us know in the comment below. We'll be so glad to know where you are watching us from. So here I have made all the balls. You can see it. The balls are made. So first of all, I'm going to, clean my hands, and then I will come for the second process. So the first process is forming the shape of the croquette, and then the second process, I will then cover the croquette with some flour. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. My hands are now clean. So, wash it. Okay, thank you so much, Mohammed, for the heart. That is so nice and so lovely from you. Thank you so much for your heart, for the heart you send. I receive it. Thank you so much. Heart, back to you, Mohammed. Thank you. So now we are going to the second base, which is the flowering. So what I'm going to do now is to cover this with flour. So what does this do? This prevents the, I'm going to bring another tray. So I have here another tray. So this prevents the croquettes from, from bursting or from cracking open when you are frying it in the deep fryer or in the kettle. So we are going to fry the croquette later after the croquette has been breaded with breadcrumbs at the end. You will see it. So I'm just rolling it inside the flour. This help it not to burst or not to go open inside your frying kettle, because if you don't do this, it will open and your frying kettle will be dirty in a few minutes or few seconds, or your kettle will be dirty. So you prevent it from that, and it also gives that perfect crunch also to the croquette. So that is the main reason why we do it. So this is a little bit small, so I'm going to add a bit to it. So we want it almost the same size, so somebody not thinking, oh, I received a small one, mine is a little bit too small. So that's the aim. So I'm still going to turn it this way because it's too far. I have to stretch too far, so you don't want to be stretching. Welcome everyone. My name is Chef Viviane. Happy Friday to you guys. Where are you watching us from? Let us know in the comments below. I'm sharing here one of our signature dish from Klavertje Vier kitchen, shrimps croquettes. We make it from scratch using shrimps and the shrimp shell to create the sauce, and then we add roux to it. And roux is simple, 50% of flour and 50% of butter. So we cook it together to a pat or to a thick mixture. So in that thick mixture, we add our shrimps to it. So peeled shrimps to it. After peeling the shrimp, this is also small, so I'm still going to add a bit. So I just feel it in my hands that are a bit small. I want to make everything almost the same, so that somebody is not receiving a very small one and the other person receiving a big one. So yes, and then we fill it. You can either put it in a roller, in a plastic folio like I did yesterday, to shape it, pre-shape it, we call it, in a kind of rolling a form like this, and then we shape it to this oval shape that we have today. You can also choose to put it on a flat tray, deep tray, and then shape it in square, or you can also shape it in rectangle. You can also shape it in a round shape. So the shape is really depending on you, what you like to shape it. But we have here a special shape for every croquette. Why? Because we make a lot of croquette here in our kitchen, and so we choose to shape it in different shapes so that we know which is which. So when we shape our shrimp croquette, we shape it in an oval shape. So when we see the oval shape, it comes directly to your mind that you have a shrimp croquette there. So we have other shapes also for our croquette. So that is what we do here. Just an easy way of identifying our croquette. But if you are making it at home, you can also choose any shape that you want to shape it. So it is the choice are entirely yours. So I called it the flouring process. This is crucial. This is crucial and very important. You must not miss this step. If you miss this step, you will have a problem deep frying the croquette. So you will have a big problem. So this step is very crucial. Make sure that you cover the flour the croquette with flour. And one more important tip, you must make sure that the flour is not too thick. You are just applying a thin layer of flour around the croquette. You are not filling the croquette with too much of flour, because too much flour will cause the croquette to be dense. That is, it will cause it to be too thick. So you want to avoid too much flour. So you are just like, giving the croquette a thin layer of flour. What this does is this seal the croquette, and it also gives that crunchy texture to the croquette while breading it, when you bread it. So that is the main aim. So I'm also going to do it, I think it's about 1 or 2. Today I was a little bit stingy, but I can always, make an adjustment to it. That is the basic of handwork. When you are working not with machine, that is what you have. Well, when you're working with machine, it's everything is just going machinal, and everything is just like pre-made, and there is a special it is the same size, the same shape, the same. That is not what we are trying to achieve here. So that is not what we are trying to achieve here. We are achieving here almost, but almost is not the same size. So you can see that is almost, like you can see now. So I have also here one that is still small, so just going to add one more to it. So that is the end. You can see it here as cameraman will show you that they are almost the same size. I may not say they are the same size, but I feel with my eyes and my hands, when I feel it, that they are almost the same size. Okay, so now I'm going to also roll the balls in. So it's just so we love it. We have made it several times. I cannot say millions, but thousands of times. We have made it, so we know it just from here. It's just a part of our service, a part of our job here. But they are really delicious, honestly, really delicious. I think there is no one that will not love it. So I've gone halfway. So giving it just a thin layer to the croquette. That is what we are doing here. Covering it to prevent it from busting when we are deep frying it in the kettle. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Klavertje Vier Kitchen. My name is Chef Viviane, and here I'm showing you one of our signature dish from Klavertje Vier Kitchen, and I hope that you guys are going to try this at home, or also go to the nearest shop and look for our Belgian classic shrimp croquettes, and you will be amazed that you find out about this from our channel. We are so proud to share this recipe with you guys. So it's Friday, and happy weekend. Hope you guys are having a wonderful preparation for the weekend, and you're going to have fun this weekend. Also eating delicious meals with your family and your friends. And if you are not, you are close, you can take a trip to Klavertje Vier and have a test next weekend. This weekend is filled up. Next weekend, you can come to Klavertje Vier and enjoy one of our delicious meals here. So, last. Okay, now we have finished the first process, which is the flouring. Covering the croquettes with flour, with just all-purpose flour. This prevents the croquette from bursting in the frying kettle and giving that croquette that safety that you deserve, that it deserves, to give him, to cook it longer till it becomes golden brown and crispy. So I'm going to clean first my desk here and clean every surface here around me, and change my gloves, and so I can show you the second process. I'll be right back. So I'm removing my tray so that I make place for everything. Oh, I can also clean it a bit here. So you can have a clean surface to work in. Okay, we are going now to the second base. That is to put the croquette in a egg mixture. I have here my egg mixture ready. I always use 95% of egg white and 5% of the yellow egg for this mixture. Why? Because egg white is more, is more sealing than egg, the yellow or the egg yolk. So I'm using this for this. That is the ratio that I use here for the croquette. So it's as simple as that. I also have here my breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs is a little bit of mixture of other types of crumbs that I'm using here for this purpose because of the type of crunch that I want. You can just use all-purpose crumbs. You can also use panko, because I have here, I think, about 20% of panko to the crumbs. So I just use all-purpose and many crunch to it because of the texture of the crunch that I'm looking for. So you can do any one that you want, or you can use any mixture of crunch that you want. So first of all, I'm just going to bread wash, to egg wash the croquette. So what I do is I'm using my right hand, to go into the the liquid, and I'm using my left hand for the dry, so I can keep working without messing up the whole what did I call it, without making liquid or messing up everything. So this is how I do it. It is just let me say an idea that I found myself after years of working experience, we will call it, because in the beginning you don't know all this. You just put your hand in the wet and you put it again in the dry. So now I do it this way. I use my left hand to work with the dry, and then I use my right hand to work with the wet. So it's that easy to do. So, and now, why I'm using also the pepper here from under, the patch pepper, it is also very easy, because it helps also the liquid to dribble a little bit, to remove the excess, excess egg mixture from the croquette. So now I'm picking up the croquette, I just throw it into the crumbs, my crumbs mixture. So I always do it per 4, because it is so easy to do it this way without complicating issue. And still going, sometimes I give it 2 layers, it depends, so that it depends on how many crunch that you want and how you want your crunch to look like, or to taste, or to be heavy. So it depends, but most of the time it's better that you give it 2 crunch, so that you are really sure that the croquette is well sealed and prevent from bursting when you are deep frying it. So you see, when you do it this way, you see that your hands, this is dry, that is wet. So that is how I do it here always. Even when I am alone, I don't need to have, I don't have any problem doing this. But when you keep it, when you or you put your dry hand or your wet hand together, what happens? Your crunch or your breadcrumbs will become soggy very soon. So you want to prevent that also. So that is why I always work one hand dry, one hand wet. So easy. Like you see here, what I'm doing is just how I do it. So you can put so many in the egg white and the egg wash. Doesn't really matter how many you put in the egg wash, so long as you have place enough, you have quantity enough. So this is just an easy, you can see if you take it, if you bring it from the egg wash immediately to the crumbs, your crumbs will become wet in a very few minutes. It will become wet. You see what I mean later, that you see the dribble of the egg wash is remaining from under. That is a lot, imagine that going into your your breadcrumbs immediately. Okay, now I mix, you can see it. So you always keep your left hand to work with the dry, and then the other hand to work with the wet. So you can keep your tray also dry and clean. So for the first layer, I don't worry that much whether it's covered or not, because why? I normally give a second layer to the croquette. I feel the crunchiness is better when you give it a second layer, and you also have that opportunity to cook it or to fry it until really golden brown to achieve that crunchiness that you want. So that is why I don't bother the first layer. there may be an opening or there is not entirely covered. I don't worry about that because I know that I'm still going to give it a second layer. Because even the thinner that the first layer is, the better also, because if you are doing the second layer, it will not be too heavy, and it will just be right, just right, you know, for the breading. So when you see, sometimes it's easy to buy it in the shop and just fry it, but of course homemade is always the best and tastes better than anything out there. So I think anyone who eat this will know the difference between buying this in the shop and, you know, eating this here in our restaurant. I have to just stretch a little bit. So I'm going to make a little bit of place, otherwise I will not have a place enough for the rest. So you see it. Okay. And continue. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Klavertje Vier Kitchen here with Chef Viviane. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend. I hope you guys are having a great time. Let us know where you are watching us from. So we are covering. You see how beautiful it is here. What we just made is so delicious. When you fry this in your frying kettle, you'll be so amazed that you receive this. Look at that. So let me do the other one again. I will then change my size. Okay. So these are balls. They are more delicate. So I just take them like this, enough inside this, the wet. So I'm still using my left and right hands. Thank you so much for joining us, and let us know in the comments below where you are watching us from. Look at what I mean. You see how much liquid that you have under the parched paper. This is what you are preventing. You don't want it, the liquid, you know, you don't want to transfer it immediately from the mixture to the liquid. If you do that, you see the breadcrumbs is still staying dry. There is no liquid here because of this hack that I found some years ago. I found this hack by many years of experience. You know, when you are just bringing it from the, look what you have here, the mixture, you have so much liquid here on the parchment paper. This is what you are preventing from bringing it immediately from the egg wash to the crumbs. it will become soggy. Your egg wash will become soggy in a few minutes. So you want to prevent that, and by doing this you just put everything here on the parchment paper, and I'm going to transfer this to here. It will be simple here. So okay, first of all, let me bring this to the egg wash. So you see it there. It's so gorgeous. When you taste this, you'll be amazed. You will know why we do so much to bring this to the table. So I am, my hands here, the other hand is wet, so I'm not going to use it. So I need my left hand there to remove the wet. So you just see everything is dry. It's staying dry. The breadcrumbs is staying dry because there is no excess, no excess liquid from the egg wash that is coming here. So you see it is dry. You can see it entirely. Look at it, that the egg and the breadcrumbs, look at it, it's so dry. This technique that I found is really good. Otherwise, look at what you should look at what would have been going into the breadcrumbs. Look at what you see, that if these go into the breadcrumb, the crumbs will become soggy and wet immediately. So it can also help you to work faster when you do it this way. You can work faster than normal. So you see, you can work really faster. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Klavertje Vier Kitchen here with Chef Viviane. And I hope you guys are having a great start weekend ahead. And hope you love what you are seeing here. Like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, or to whom it may be useful. We are sharing here one of our signature dish made in our kitchen. So they are now really delicate because of the room temperature. The gelatin we use begin to come very soft when it's room temperature. So we have to work fast now so that we give it the first coat before it becomes too warm. So that is the only problem when you are working with gelatin. So look at that delicious croquette. See how beautiful it looks already. And just imagine we are baking it to a golden brown color. And then we serve it with some lemon and fried parsley, or sometimes fresh salad. Okay, I've given it the first layer of the croquette. So now I'm just going, you see how many, look at the liquid that you have there. It's so much. So I pour it back to the mixture so that I can once again bread it. So now I'm just going to use my hands to do it like this. Why? Because this give it a press of the first breading. It gives it a stick. So it allow the croquette to stick well and reshape it better. You don't have to do it, but when you do it, you are sure that you have a better sealing. So I'm going to pass it again, once again, just one dip out, out. Sometimes you can also just roll it here, because you don't need to give it too much wet, but still it will cover more when you add it to the mixture. I find it better. You can try it for yourself, how you want it to be, how many crunch that you want. You can find out yourself, because some people like it thinner, some people like it a little bit thicker, but I find out that it's better that you make it thicker, because why? You can fry it longer to give it that crunch. Yes, I know where I am. I am starting to replace the front with the new. So I'll just be replacing it step by step. So later I can show you which ones have been replaced. So I'm just busy with the first line. You can see it. The first line here has been breaded twice. So this, so I can give it a little bit of shake just to make it more firm. Okay. And then so now you are sure that there will be no breakage. There will be no, nothing happening to your croquette when you are deep frying them. And you can bake them or fry them until golden brown and crunchy. You will be sure and you will be secure. So that is the main reason why I am double breading it. And the double breading also adds a very, very crunchy layer to this croquette. Why? Because it gives it a little bit of thickness. It's not too thick and it's not too thin. So you can try it yourself and you see what you want for yourself. But I think securing the croquette and giving it that firm and crunchiness, this double layer is needed, and especially for shrimps. So we are almost there, halfway. Okay, you have to turn it for me, please. Be free. Yes, thank you.
Wil je gaan praten?
Yes, so my cameraman is helping.
Praten?
Nee, dat is goed.
En de kleintje?
Nee, dat is goed. Cameraman is helping and is speaking to me. So he's here, he's here helping for this coverage. And I hope you guys appreciate. He's so kind, showing live here from our kitchen. So I just give it a shake like this. It's so easy shaking it. The shaking just give it a sealing, a perfect feeling or sealing without you using your hands to do it. But of course, you must also you must learn the the method of shaking, because it's not easy. Not everybody know how to shake it. So I hope you do. But if you can shake it that way, it is easy. It is easier. Say, okay, here I have more liquid here now, so I can just put this here. So we have here our big ones, which is already, twice double breaded. Now we are secured. We have our secured here croquette. Still one. Just going to add it here at the end. So that tray is done, and look, it's perfect. So I'm just going to turn it around so I can do the little balls, which is here. I'm just keeping the same.
Kijk, je plateautje pa.
So I'm transferring it from here to there and leaving the liquid, just picking the balls. You see? Now I'm going to shake it once and just give it that one more layer of protection. So let me go a little bit. You see, I can go faster. I can do it very, very, very fast. If I am not on camera, it's done in a few minutes. So but make sure you are not placing it on top of each other like what you see here, otherwise it can get sticky because it's already breaded. So we first stop and remove the double breaded. So I'm just going to put, look, we are busy with almost the ends. So beautiful job done. Preparation for this service. So you can see that the breadcrumbs is still very dry, not wet at all. This is amazing. This is one of the biggest kitchen hack that I found. Before, when I make croquette, my breadcrumbs become wet, soggy, and sometimes I even have to throw it away, have to throw a big portion of it away after making the shrimp croquette. Everything is wet and sticky to each other, so I can't use it anymore. I just throw them away. So but now you can see that it's dry, and you can just allow it air dry. Of course, we are going to make a new croquette and everything will be gone. It's not much anymore, but it's a pity that you have to throw it away because it's too wet. So since we found the kitchen hack, we could prevent that. It's amazing. I'm just using one of my hands, that's my hand, that is my dry hand, to remove it, not bringing any wetness to this side. You see? I'm just putting it in the crumbs. Then I'm shaking it. I like it because it's easy. Everything goes around without any problem. You don't need your hands for this purpose. You just roll it. You move the ball around and you see that everything is sealed. We don't even need your hands for it. And see, then to remove it, you just need to put your hands under, because if you put your fingers like this, you are going to damage the croquette, the sealed croquette. So you don't want to do that. You want to, it's a special technique. You use your hands, just pull it from down to up, and that way you bring the croquette to the surface. without even damaging anything, without even you know, putting your fingers again in the croquette. So you can see exactly what I was speaking about. See how dry the crumbs, the bread crumbs remain. No net, no wetness, no water, no egg mixture. You see, it's perfect. You can reuse it when you are breading your croquette again. You see, it's dry. Without this method here, you know, to remove the excess mixture, all this will come into the breadcrumbs, and you will have to throw away all these breadcrumbs because it's too wet and you can't use it again for your next breading. So look how all the job is done. It has been double breaded because I want it to be double breaded. Double breaded is an insurance, it's a security, and it also gives more crunch to your croquette because you also have the time to fry it longer than normal. So if you bread it once, it will be you will not have the opportunity to cook it or to fry it until golden brown. It will start boxing, then it's too warm and it will want to explode. So but when you double bread it, you have the time then to fry the croquette until it's really golden brown, which gives that how do you call it, crispiness from your croquette from outside, and the flowness and the softness from inside. So I hope you understand, because I'm just trying to search the right word for this explanation. But you want your croquette to be crunchy from outside and very soft from inside. The only way to go about this is double breading it. Double breading give a second layer of security to your croquette, give you the opportunity to fry it longer, to give that crispiness, golden color that you want in your croquette, and of course that softness, the warmness that you want. Because I know a lot of people complain that when they are receive croquette, or when they ask for a croquette in the restaurant, it's always cold inside. Yes, it's cold inside because they don't have enough time to cook this croquette in the frying kettle or fryer until they have that warmness inside. And that is exactly what the double breading do for a croquette, or mean to a croquette. So next time you are trying any croquette recipe in your home, make sure you double bread it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this recipe I shared. Croquette is one of our amazing recipe here, one of our signature or signature dish here in Klavertje Vier. We are so glad to share this recipe with you guys, and want to keep sharing this recipe because we love it, and it's one of the things that make us here, as a restaurant. Klavertje Vier is a small restaurant. We serve from 12 to 16 people maximum. We are located in a little country of Belgium, from a little city here called Cuisine in the province of West Flanders, not far from Kortrijk. If you know this location very well, try to Google us. When next you visit Belgium, make sure you come and test this croquette for yourself, and I'm sure you will be amazed that you did. So that is this for today. I am Chef Viviane again, signing up once again. Bye bye everyone, and have a great weekend ahead of you, and I hope to see you guys again very soon in another episode, live episode, where I will be showing you guys another amazing recipe from Klavertje Vier kitchen here. Mwah! Everyone, thank you so much, and ciao for now. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.